orchard floor management was changed to create sustainability over the long term and to be probably regenerative rather than sustainably. And the big change that was made was to introduce compost and organic material into the system initially. That was about 22 years ago. And on this particular property at Lorraine, we have incorporated a living mulch or a cover crop to replace mulch that was brought in from outside the farm, or wheat straw or wood chip, to rather produce the biomass on site in the orchard. We chose a living mulch or a engineered green orchard floor for its benefits, which include bringing more biodiversity into the ecosystem that will give higher resilience on orchard level from a soil health point of view, but also from a beneficial insect point of view to mitigate crop pests.
So basically we planted two different mixes, one in the tree row and one in the work row. The work row is where the tractor runs. In the work row we basically did a mixture for some diversity. So there was rose grass, love grass, then some lucerne and also some chicory that we planted, and also some birchfoot trefoil that we planted in the work row. And on the bunkie a mix of medics, two different medics, Jaco and Santiago, and also crimson clover. And at some sites we planted a bit of strawberry clover as well. Now, after the first year our results went really as expected. You would expect that everything that you sowed would stay there and would look perfectly as planned. That wasn't the case. We had a lot of, let's say, weeding to do with brush cutters to try and outcompete the varieties we didn't want there. And then, but it gets better after year 2, year 3, year 4, it goes much better. And there's much less work to do in the orchard. Yeah, we try and mow around about 4 times per year to try and, it's actually only on the brim or on the tree row where we cut it so that we get the seed bank basically thinned out, so we don't have the seed on the floor. On the height we want to be, let's say, our irrigation system hangs from 700 centimeters from the soil, so that we want to clear or keep the space clear so the water spread can be good. So basically just below the micro spreaders.
And so what's some of the benefits of the system that you've seen here?
From an entomological point of view, definitely biocontrol of Phytophagous mites is primary. The other one is suppression of woolly apple aphid.
I think the biggest entrenched belief is aesthetics, the way we expect orchards to present itself. Secondly was that cover crops will compete with the orchard or the crop that we are producing for water and nutrients. And thirdly, water usage per hectare to be higher, which has all been turned out to be exactly the other way around. We are using less water per hectare. There's no nutrient competition. It's rather adding towards the nutrient cycling within the orchard. It's more productive. But you've got to have to look at it differently in the way we measure. So the ruler we use to measure here is not water usage or nutrient usage per hectare, but rather per kilogram or ton produced, which is essentially the way that we have to look at the productivity of resources used. I think a single focus point or takeaway message will be to build diversity within the ecosystem and not to see soil as a substrate or an inorganic substrate, but as part of the whole ecosystem. Orchard resilience is built within diversity and creating different levels of biodiversity within the ecosystem of the orchard. It's all interconnected.